Well, Houston, we have a little bit of a problem. The running lights on the back of the truck are not working. Brake lights work, turn signals work, all the other lights on the trailer, truck, headlights, all of them work. So I stopped at TA. They were looking at the truck for 2, 3 hours, pulled it up. Um, they got down in the pit underneath of it. Um, they checked the fuses. They traced it back, said they weren't getting no power back there, and they traced it to the wiring harness. So there's no power all the way to the wiring harness. So whether it's TA policy or whatever it is, they're not allowed to get into that. I don't know. So I called my shop, and we're going to go to a dealer tomorrow and see if we can get it fixed. So I've had a pretty good run. Haven't had hardly any problems with this truck. Mostly minor things. And as long as I can get it to our shop, most of the time in Virginia, they can fix it pretty quick. Sometimes it might have to stay in the shop all night, then you get it fixed in the morning, but it usually don't take that long unless they're waiting on a part that's 2 days out or something. The last time I broke down was when the starter went out, and that was like a 3-day ordeal. And then finally they towed a day cab to me, so I was in a day cab for like a week or something like that. But yeah, I mean, that's trucking. I'm glad it happened today and not next Wednesday on the way home for Thanksgiving. Stuff happens, but it is what it is, and we're not getting up at 3 o'clock tomorrow morning because the shop don't open till 7, and I'm in Ohio, and if you know anything about Ohio and 35 in Ohio, DOT's everywhere, and those guys will be in the rest area at 5 o'clock in the morning, 5:30 in the morning on 35, DOTing people. Now, I've never asked them because I really don't want to have an encounter with them. They're doing their job, I'm doing my job. You keep your distance, I stay away. You know what I mean? But I want to know if any of you guys have been DOT'd at 5 o'clock in the morning in the rest areas on 35 by the Loves in Bidwell. Are they waking drivers up? I really want to. I don't know. I've never talked to anybody, so I don't. I would like to know, because if they're in there waking drivers up at 5, 6 o'clock in the morning to DOT you, then I don't like you. Now, if you're waking the drivers up that are parked, out next to the road, not even on the off ramp or on ramp, but you know how they line up 2 miles down the side of the road, that's what you get for parking there. I've been out here 8 years, and I have never, or almost 8 years, and I have not one single time parked on the side of the road like that. I like to run my clock. I like to make the most money I can make, but if running down to the last minute means I'm parking on the side of the road like that, I'm pulling over early. I won't do it. So anyways, if you've been woken up by DOT in Ohio, let me know. So they're probably going to tow the truck. That's how my company does things. They want to protect the safety score, CSA, even though it's 48 miles. If they asked me to, I would wait till daylight. And if it's not raining, this has been storming here, I would say, yeah, I'll save you a $3,000 tow bill. Can you throw me an extra $100? I'm not going to ask for an extra 100, but if I'm saving you $3,000, you give me a nice little $250 bonus. Because not only is it risking your safety score, it's risking, me getting a ticket too. But for 48 miles, man, that just sucks for that tow bill. So hopefully the shop that we go to, hopefully they're not backed up. hopefully they can look at it tomorrow and they don't say, oh, we're not going to be able to look at it until, Thursday evening, Friday morning. But I'm sure that my shop will call around. If they say they're not going to get to it till Friday on a wiring harness problem, then we might end up going somewhere else. I don't know though. That's above my pay grade. I don't make those decisions. So we'll let the people who handle that deal with that. And we're just here for the ride. So if we have to go to the hotel for the night, oh well. That's 2 showers every day. And we got the laptop. And we got other work that we can do. So you guys have a good night. I think it's about time to zonk out.